show you how easy it is to program this microcontroller. We start here on this page, microbit.org, and we go to Let's Code. Let's do that then. Up. And then we use here the make code editor. Here, this make code editor. And you enter a page where you can use drag and drop for coding. So you choose a new project and you get this page with already 2 sentences on start and forever. If you go to basic, you can get this show string out and put it in and it fits and it says click, and you can change the text here. So for instance, trends, and you see at the left here the word trends scroll by. At the left here, this is called the simulator, and it will immediately run the program you are making. So on start, that means only when the program is starting. In basic, you can also get an icon and say we put that in the forever code. And then he will wake up, he will say trans, because that's on start. And then he will show the heart. Now at the moment, nothing will happen if you push the buttons A and B. Because to program these buttons, you have to go to input. You go to input here and you find this command. On button A is this, pressed, do something. And let's go to basic again and show another string. And we call this sun. So now he is reconfiguring the program. He will say trends on start, then do the forever icon, and on button A pressed, he will show the string sun. So now to the left here, we press the button to test this, and you see the characters pass by, and then he returns to the heart again. We can also program the button B. We go here because it's indicated button A, but you can change this to button B. And we can make our own image. So this is the B, and I want to show you a moon here. Well, this is a moon, sort of. And let's test it. So we have 2 functions now, apart from the starting function and the forever function. We have also the function when pushing B. And there we go. And then you see the moon. But I don't recognize it as a moon, so I want to add this text about the moon. So I go to basics, I get this string out and put it here. It fits, you see. And it says this is the moon. And of course, when you say sun, I need an image for the sun. So I get this thing and I draw something which is radiating out. And now you will see that although it shows the LED, it will be very brief. So now there's the heart from the forever, and now we do the B, and you see this is the moon. Yes, and then you get this moon, and then the heart is again there. So what you need is to pause the program after this image to be able to see it. Well, there is a pause command, and we can also copy paste these commands and we put it here, and there's the millisecond. So let's show the sun for 1 second and the moon for 2 seconds. So he's at the left here reconfiguring. He says trans, and there we go. We have the heart, and then we do sun. Yes. and he will show this image. Oh, there you see that something is funny. After the show string, he shows the heart and then the sun sign. Let's check it here. This is the moon. And then he will show the heart, strange enough. Yes, for a moment. And then the moon. And then the heart again. Okay, but hopefully you have followed it and you can understand how to fill these commands. You can throw the forever out like this. You put it in the middle and it becomes red, and now it's gone. So now you have to start its trends, and you have only these buttons, and maybe that's more useful. You don't get this heart in between all the commands. So this is the moon again. Yes, and there it is for 2 seconds. And then it stays. It stays because this image is shown and there's nothing happening after it. So what you might do to clean up is copy this again. We won't copy it, so we get it from basic. And we show a sort of waiting image here, like this, 1 point. Now, I do this here too, so that every time I push a button, he shows a text and this image, and I want here to make this shorter. Whoop. So only moon, because this is too much. So this is the moon, and then he will show this image, wait for 2 seconds, and then show the waiting thing. There we go, moon, which is better than this is the moon. Yes, there it is, 2 seconds, and then you can get the waiting point. Okay, for now this is enough.